it's safe to assume you're a lot happier with your team's performance tonight over last night.
Yep. I thought we competed pretty hard and started well. Got guys involved, which was nice. We had 13 forward stress. So I wanted to get guys involved, which I thought we did, at times. But overall, much happier tonight than last night.
How were you able to get so much momentum to start the game?
Well, I just think once again we were responding to a game that we didn't think we played very well. And I'm not just saying I didn't think we played very well. I think our players thought that we could have played better last night. And they wanted to come out early and play better. And I think that's what they did.
Sometimes this season, your third period hasn't always been your best period, but it really felt like tonight, aside from their goal that you guys put in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 3-0 lead, and that team is on the back end of a Northern Bowling Green trip, and it's, so. But I thought we continued to play. I mean, I thought we took two dumb penalties in the third period. When we talked about don't give them anything, the only momentum they would have is something we would give them, like penalties, which unfortunately we gave up that power play goal, but I thought we had a good third period.
Chris, what in particular did you guys find another level in the second period? I mean, you just dominated that period on just a ridiculous level.
Yeah, I don't know if we found another level, John. I just we were trying to get to our level as much as possible. I don't know if it was another level. I just think it was our level, and we know that playing better more of the time is going to be a process. We're going to have to chip away at it. It's not just going to turn the light switch on and we're going to play better. I mean, whether that's individual or collective. I thought obviously we didn't spend a whole lot of time in our own zone, which means we spent a bunch of time in their zone, which makes you look faster, which makes you more confident, playing better, more excited, more energy within the shift because you're playing in the end you want to play in. But I think it was rolling lines, and we earned some power play opportunities, which a lot of that second period was us on the power play. So I don't know if it was a whole other level. I just think it was more of our level more of the time.
And also throughout the game, how are you able to outshoot them consistently?
Well, I think it's the same stuff we're talking about, Zane. The effort was good, the mindset was good, the collective was good. I mean, there was a lot of guys involved tonight, although we only had 5D dressed. I thought we had a lot of guys involved and contributing, and I think when you're doing that against what I thought potentially could have been a tired team because of their last, their schedule. That's how I think we did it. And I would have liked to have seen us score more. I mean, we had 42 shots on net and 3 goals. I would have liked to have seen us score more goals, but we'll take the 42 shots for sure.
You didn't face a ton of shots, but how do you think Ryan played?
I thought Ryan played good. I mean, he looked on top of it. He didn't face a bunch of shots, but he stopped a breakaway against Kestner, who's one of the better players in the league, at 3-1 when we started to get a little loose there. Ryan looked on top of his game as far as I was concerned.
And this season, it's almost like he's the fire extinguisher at times because you've got to bounce back that effort. So
Yeah.
you've seen as well.
I mean, that's the way it's worked out. He's been the bounce back guy for sure. So not only has he tried to play well himself, but I think he's played behind a team that's played better. But I do think Ryan's had a good first half of the year, and his numbers show it.
When you have an effort like you do tonight, Coach, coming off what was, I think you said, a subpar effort last night, do you take a series like this weekend and take it back to the players? I mean, how do you wrap your brain around the inconsistency?
It's really difficult to do that. I feel like the only way to limit inconsistency is to make sure you're doing it every day, and we're not. Our practices lately have not been good in terms of the execution, and I think part of that is the injury. When I think guys know they're going to have to go back in there and play, especially on the back end. I wish I had an answer, Clint. I don't have the answer of the consistency. That magic consistency thing. I know they're trying. Believe me, I know they're trying as hard as they think they can in their mind, and I'm not necessarily questioning that, but the being dialed in for that hour, that 45 minutes, or in the weekend, those couple of hours is something that's eluded us in terms of every day to this point of our year.
When you have a performance like you did tonight, like John referenced in the second period, do you take that to them and say, look, this is the level that I know we can play at on a consistent basis?
We've been taking situations like that to them for the last month. When we play good, we can beat Mankato here or there. When we play well, we can do this. When we play well, we can do that. We're trying everything. We're trying everything, and I don't think start to finish our effort was poor last night. And I don't want to take anything away from Huntsville's effort. Our execution was really poor, and that causes momentum swings. And we were chasing the game a little bit at times. And tonight we kept the momentum going one way pretty much most of the time, maybe for a 3-minute stretch there after they scored their first goal. Other than that, it was pretty much momentum in our favor. If it was something that I could do on a daily basis, I would do it, obviously. It's been, and this isn't just the 17-18 version. We've had inconsistent issues for years. You know, we're trying to be the better version of ourselves, or a good version of ourselves every day, and it's something that's not easy. So we'll keep trying.
Big picture though, 30,000 square feet, like you talk about occasionally, Coach, halfway through the season, you're right at the top of the league.
Yeah, and I think, 8 wins out of 19 games is not what you want, but there's not a bunch of losses there. We obviously start the second half with 3 very difficult non-conference games. Whoever that third game will be, we know it's going to be difficult, either Michigan State or Michigan Tech. And then we dive into Ferris State on the road, which it looks like they're playing pretty good hockey. So we're happy with the first half. More nights than not, we've got 7 prep freshmen in our lineup and have, which are valuable learning minutes for them. We're going to get healthy. Are we going to stay healthy? I don't know, but we're going to get healthy, which means we can hold people accountable for their play in and out of the lineup. And hopefully we can continue to identify what the best version of this team is, which starts with the best version of the individuals within the team. And that's what we're going to strive for.
Coach, you've had with the short D-core, would you assess how they played this weekend, especially knowing that, 60 minutes with 5 guys today and basically 60 yesterday?
Last night, I don't think the D played as good as they did tonight. I think we really struggled last night exiting our zone, whether it be breakouts or exits, and we struggled in the D zone and D zone coverage. Tonight, I thought our D played much, much better. And, we went in the game with 5. Last night, we went in the game with 6. Right. But I thought the group as a whole played better tonight than last night.
And you just kind of hit where I was headed, knowing that it was going to be 5 and you're going to have double shifts and increased ice time. It looked like they really reacted to that positively. You have to be efficient with your shift times. You have to be smart. Ty's good with changing pretty frequently on whistles in particular. A guy like Alec Rauhauser, this isn't new for him. He's played a bunch of minutes. Connor McDonald's extremely fit. He can play. Adam Smith is extremely fit. He can play a bunch of minutes. So it's I think it's a mindset going in. Hey, we know there's 5, so it's going to be one of those nights. And then we as coaches and they as individuals do everything they can to just be as efficient as possible with that ice time, so you're not getting stuck out there for 45, 50-second shifts where you're struggling and now you can't get right for the next 5 or 6 minutes.
Anything else?
Just a couple things.
Yeah.
We're right in the turn of those hockey stretches
Yes,
tonight.
we were.
Nico's he's going to be day-to-day, I think.
No, I think it's more than day-to-day. However, we don't play till the 28th, and today's the 9th, so he's got, a good healthy break here, north of a couple of weeks, closer to 3 weeks and probably than 2 to get right. And it's a head neck thing, and it hasn't been, at least to me, diagnosed as anything more than that. So. And then,
do you think you might see Polkamp and Musser back?
Yeah, I sure hope so. Poor Chris is chomping at the bit here. His cast is off, and it's just Musser for sure. but Chris, it's just the bone. I guess it's in an area that doesn't heal very quickly, and you have to leave it. And we've left it. Hopefully, it'll be healed, and then with Chris, it'll just be a matter of getting in shape.
Alec Rauhauser?
How big was it to get the first goal of the game, and how much do you feel like that set the tone?
I mean, last night we got the first goal too, but I think it's just the way we played after we got that goal. I mean, last night we kind of sat back after we got it, but tonight we just kept pushing. We just kept trying to get on a good forecheck. So I think the way we played after the first goal was much better than last night's.
Alec, I don't know if you heard me ask Coach. I mean, yesterday you guys, as a decor, kind of got surprised that you only hit 5. Today, you knew there were only 5 healthy. How did you guys, as a group, attack and prepare for that kind of situation?
Yeah, I mean, going into it, 5 is always tough, but Ty had a good rotation where you played with 2 guys the whole entire game, so it's kind of comfortable. You got used to your regular partner that you're usually playing with, and then it's the other guy you played with the entire game, so it's not like you're playing with everyone out there. But, I mean, we just did a good job. I mean, holding them to 12 shots or whatever they had tonight with 5D, I think was a strong performance from us.
With the added bonus of between you and Connor, you each had a goal. I mean, in this situation, to me, it feels like you kind of have to hold back because you're conserving energy. Was that the case, or did you try and attack?
I mean, how we practice and how we work out and stuff. I mean, all the guys in there are pretty fit, so it's not too difficult playing with 5D, I guess. But it's always more. I guess you kind of want to sit back, but we have the defenseman getting in the forecheck, so with our game plan, it's we can't really do that.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, Alec.
Thank you. Have a good Christmas.
Yeah, you guys.